Greetings, YouTube. You have warped way back into the WGS Arcade, and we are back with more time, Tenshi. And we saw in the last episode, we found out that Kenji's grandfather has now created a time machine, and apparently the three hot girls that are working with them are apparently the most intelligent girls. And there's some sort of effects that the time window has that on the girls that we're still not aware of, and apparently Rose, the voluptuous, large-breasted blonde one, apparently she's a little touchy-feely. It's not necessarily a bad trait for her, but what we're doing now is we're trying to get to know the girls a little bit at Tensai's request. So we're here in the entertainment area, and I gotta say, first off, I love the TV. That's a nice TV right there. It looks like it's hooked up to I want to say that it looks like an Xbox 360 standing up. So apparently they're gonna keep last gen consoles and stuff like that in here. But anyway, hey there, Kyo. Oh boy. Wasn't expecting that. Hiya, Kenji. Everything okay? As okay as it can be after you're told that time travel is possible. Oh yeah, I have to agree. The whole idea was pretty crazy to me too when Grandpa first told me about it. But then I started working with Rose and Michelle, and well, it sort of made sense, I guess. How did my grandpa find you guys anyway? Oh well, from the strip club, and from what he told us, he went scouting for some of the greatest young minds that he could possibly find. Me, I was going to the University of Tokyo, studying to become an engineer like the other girls who work here. One day he approached me and made me a once-in-a-lifetime deal. He explained that in more detail, of course. Not like I was gonna let some old guy just take me away from higher education, hee hee. So, is the University of Tokyo anything like American universities? Funny you should ask. You see, in Japan, public universities are seen as much more prestigious than private ones. Why is that? I'd rather not go too deep into the history of Japan today. Maybe sometime later. Alright, sorry. Don't be silly, it's fine. Anyway, was there anything else you needed to know? So why did Grandpa have this thing set up? Do you guys live down here or something? Yep. He provides us room and board, but we're obviously allowed to go back up to normal society and do things as well. We aren't slaves or anything, so I hope that you didn't think of it like that. Oh, no, of course not. I didn't think my grandfather to be a pervert and a rapist and that sort of person. Good. He takes real good care of us, respects us, and keeps the place clean and makes sure that everything is in working order. He even let me bring some of my gaming consoles and anime DVDs down here, which is super sweet of him. Okay, why can't I find a girl like her? With blue hair, giant boobs, and was into video games. And anime DVDs. I'm still watching anime. Oh, what games do you play? Oh, all kinds. I like platformers a lot, though, and puzzle games. I've never been one for shooters, but I don't mind them if they're creative enough. It's mostly just because I suck at them, hee hee. Yeah, I'm not so good at shooters either. Oh, what animes do you usually watch? Ooh, that's tough. Well, I like those silly drama ones with a lot of fan service and stuff. Okay, that's breaking the fourth wall there. They can be a lot of fun to watch sometimes just because of how over the top they are. Yeah, again, breaking fourth wall broken. You don't say. You enjoy fan service. I just find it funny, how over the top it can be just to get it so the guy's face is directly underneath the girl's skirt. I mean, how silly can you get? Yeah, ridiculous. She's in a negligee with no top on. Yeah. Kenji, what are you thinking about? Nothing. Okay, did you have anything else you wanted to ask me? What exactly happens to you guys when you go through the time window? Ooh, well, Michelle's more of an expert than I am on that, like scientific stuff, but from my experience, it's kind of like being drunk, I guess. So when you time travel, you get drunk. Okay. That's a weird analogy. Eh? like, not blackout drunk or anything. It's just like I get all woozy and start saying things that I normally wouldn't say or do things I normally wouldn't do. Like I said, you'll have to talk to Michelle if you want to know the science behind it. I just know that's how I feel. Ooh! Also, my boobies get huge! Huh? You okay? I'm fine, just didn't expect that. Hehe, I think it's fun. I'm so used to them being this size that whenever I go through the time window and they get all big like that, it's really, really funny to me. Was there anything else you wanted to ask me? I think that's about all for now. I'm gonna go chat with some of the other girls, get to know them a bit. Oh, okay, but come back so we can watch this together, okay? Bye! I should probably go check and see if Rose is any better yet. I don't think that's really a good idea, Kenji, considering the fact how touchy-feely we've already determined Rose to be. Oh, Rose! Oh, Kenji, come in. I wanted to speak with you. She's got more of an English accent than I remember. Alright, I'll try to speak with an English accent. Ashley, don't kill me, please. I wanted to apologize for my behavior earlier. I was certainly not behaving like myself. Might I try introducing myself again? Of course. She reached out her hand and I took it and shook. She smiled at me sweetly. My name is Rose. I hail from the southern part of England. Oh, I thought I could hear an accent. Haha, well, it's not nearly as thick as it used to be. That's for certain. So what exactly happened to you to make you behave so differently? Well, Michelle is more of an expert when it comes to the science behind it. But going through the time window definitely has effects on every person, male or female. There used to be far worse things that could happen before we were allowed to go through, like complete adrenal failure and becoming comatose. It took us a while to work out the kinks on those sorts of things. So you tested it on things? I could see your shift uncomfortably. I'm not exactly comfortable talking about it. Is there anything else, aside from that you would like to know? Yeah, how did you start working for my grandfather? Well, that's an easy one. He was searching for some of the best scientific and engineering minds the world had to offer. His words, not mine. So you were studying to be an engineer too? Nope, I was studying dental science and pharmaceuticals, also brain chemistry, human biology, all sorts of stuff like that, like rolling meth labs. I was gonna be one of those people who works on new medications. I still do when I'm not working here. Wow, cool. What medications have you made so far? That's classified. Sorry. Anything else you want to know while you're here? I noticed some fencing headgear on the elegant chair in her room, and a saber leaning against the wall. So you're into fencing? Oh yes, I grew up learning how to fence. I also enjoy a bit of tennis from time to time. Very active then. Yep, I go out every day for a run around the lab perimeter and work out in the gym near the entertainment center. I could give you some lessons sometime if you want. I warn you, however, I get very wet when I work out. Innuendo. Oh, I mean sweaty. Never mind. Anything else you wanted to ask me? Are you feeling better now as opposed to before? Well, it usually takes a full 24 hours for the effects to wear off physically. Mentally, myself and Kyo can revert back pretty quickly, though we still tend to slip up during the drawback period. Does Michelle not go through the time window, or do the mental effects just last longer on her? Michelle is our commander and advisor. She'd make sure nothing goes wrong while we are through the time window. So she kind of has to stay on the other side and watch, no matter what, since she knows the technical stuff much better than Kyo and I. What about my grandfather? Tensai keeps track of many other things while the time window is open. Usually he's there for emergency backup. Earlier today, he went to get you, even though I was still through the time window, because he trusted Michelle enough to handle it on her own. He respects Michelle quite a bit with this technology. She was one of the biggest helpers in actually putting it together. I see. Any other questions? I think that's about all for now. I shall let you rest. I'll talk to you more, I hope. Of course, Kenji. You're living here with us now. You'll obviously see me around. Her smile was absolutely stunning. I stepped out back into the hallway with a wave. I should visit Michelle, but before we visit Michelle, guys and gals, we're going to go ahead and call it an episode, and when we come back to the arcade, we're going to get to know Michelle just a little bit better. So with that being said, I am your friendly neighborhood Wrestlegamer, and I will see you in the next Warp Zone. Bye, guys! Boner alert! Boner alert! Boner alert! Rose, come over here this instant! I saw the girl. I'll never get used to this sort of thing. Just hang in there, Rose. It'll be fine.